Good morning, grade 4. Welcome back to grade 4 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? We have come to the end of the chapter 11. Now, we'll see the questions from revision station of your textbook. So, all of you please turn to page number 161. Let's move on to the first question. So, the first question is, write the time in 12-hour and 24-hour formats. So, you can see a few clocks here and the hands on the clock are drawn in the picture. You have to check the position of the hour hand and minute hand of each of these clocks, and then you have to write the time in both 12-hour and 24-hour formats. So, let's see the first question. See, in the first clock, where is the hour hand? The hour hand is between 2 and 3. So, the hour is 2. And what about the minute hand? The minute hand is pointed to the number 5, which corresponds to 25 minutes. So, the time is 2:25, and here it is mentioned as afternoon. So, in the 12-hour clock, we use either AM or PM to refer to the exact time. So, since it is afternoon, which is after 12 o'clock in the noon, we use PM to indicate that it is the afternoon. So, what is the time here in 12-hour clock format? Here, the time in 12-hour clock format is equal to 2:25 PM. And what about the time, the equivalent time in 24-hour format? See, in 24-hour clock system, after 12 o'clock in the noon, we count the numbers as 13, 14, 15, 16 and so on. So, what is 2 o'clock in 24-hour format? 2 will be equal to 14 and then the 25 minutes. The minute hand is at the point 5, which represents the 25 minutes of the clock. So, that will be equal to 14:25, and you have to write the word hours when you are representing the time in 24-hour clock system. So, here the equivalent time in 24-hour format is 14:25 hours. Now, let's see the rest of the questions. In the second question, you have the hour hand between 6 and 7. So, the hour is 6, minute hand pointed to the number 4, which corresponds to 20 minutes. And here it is mentioned it is evening. So, it is PM. So, here the time is 6:20 PM and the equivalent in 24-hour format is equal to 18:20 hours. So, how do you get that 18:20? After 12 o'clock, you count the numbers as 13, 14, 15 and 6 o'clock will be equal to 12 plus 6, 18, then the 20 minutes. So, it is 18:20 hours. Now, the third question, in 12-hour clock format, the time is 9:05 and here it is at night. So, it is PM. So, it's 9:05 PM. The equivalent in 24-hour format is equal to that 12 plus 9, which is equal to 21, then 05 minutes. So, it is 21:05 hours. Now, the fourth one. Here it is morning. The clock is showing the time in the morning and the minute hand, the hour hand is pointing to 10, minute hand pointing to 3. So, it is 10:15 AM or it is 10:15 in the morning. The equivalent in 24-hour format is equal to, since it is morning before 12 o'clock in the noon, the time is 10, then the 15 minutes. So, it is 10:15 hours. So, I hope these questions are clear to you. Now, let's move on to the next one. Question number 2. Fill in the blanks with AM or PM. Now, A, the sun sets at 5:58. Is it AM or PM? The sun sets in the evening, so it should be PM. So, let's write PM here. You can write along with me. Now, question B, 2 hours after midnight is 2. Is it AM or PM? See, at 12 in the midnight, it is AM. So, 2 hours after midnight, that is 2 o'clock in the early morning, it is 2 AM. So, let's write AM here. Now, the third one, I go to the playground at 5:30. Is it AM or PM? You may not be going to the playground early in the morning, as early as 5:30 in the morning. So most probably here it is mentioning the evening, the 5:30 in the evening. So it should be 5:30 p.m. Now, question D, 1 hour after 12 noon is 1. Is it AM or PM? After 12 in the noon, we use PM. So, 1 hour after 12 noon is 1 PM. So, let's write PM here. So, I hope you understood all these questions. Now, let's move on to the next one. Question number 3. Lata left for Ooty on 17th May and returned on 8th June of the same year. How many days did she stay there? And both the dates are not included. So what is mentioned in the question? Lata left for Ooty on which date? She left for Ooty on the 17th of May and she returned on the 8th of June, the next month. So how many days did she stay in Ooty? So she stayed in Ooty from the 18th of May to the 7th of June, right? See, it is mentioned in the question that both the dates, the 17th of May and 8th of June are not included in her stay in Ooty. So, she stayed in Ooty from the 18th of May to the 7th of June. Now, how many days are there from 18th May to 7th June? How do we calculate that? Let's see the steps. See, number of days in May. Here, May has got a total of 31 days and she stayed there only from the 18th of May to the end of May. The date 18th of May is not included. Let's subtract 17 from the total number of days in May. So, that is equal to 31 minus 17, which is equal to 14 days. Now, the number of days in June she stayed in Ooty, she stayed the first 7 days of June in Ooty. So, that is equal to 7 days. So, the total number of days of her stay in Ooty was equal to this 14 plus this 7, which is equal to 21 days. So, I hope it is clear to you. Now, the next question. Roger goes to the library every day in the evening at 5 p.m. and spends 45 minutes there. At what time does he leave the library? So, what time is given? See, the time he reaches the library is given and it is 5 in the evening. And he will spend 45 minutes in the library every day. So, at what time would he leave? It would be this 5 p.m. plus the 45 minutes that he spends at the library. So, let's see the steps. Roger reaches the library at 5 p.m. and the time he spends at library is equal to 45 minutes. So, Roger leaves the library at 5 p.m. plus the 45 minutes that he spends there. So, that is equal to, let's do the addition in the working column. So, we have the hours column and the minutes column. 5 hours, 5 minutes. So, that 5 hours is written in the hours column and the 5 minutes is written in the minutes column. Then, the 45 minutes has to be added. And here we have written that 45 in the minutes column. Let's do the addition. So, 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. A carry over 1. Now, here 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Now, here it is 5. Now, what is the time that he leaves from the library? It is at 5:50 p.m. Roger leaves the library at 5:50 p.m. after spending 45 minutes there. So, I hope it is clear to you. Now, let's see the next question. Examine if 2134 and 2800 are leap years. So, what is a leap year? A leap year has got 366 days. That is, once in every 4 years, we get 1 day extra, and that one extra day is added to the month of February. So, that year, February will have 29 days. And how do we check if a given year is a leap year? You just divide that by 4, the given year by 4, and if it is completely divisible by 4, it will be a leap year. So, what you have to do here? You have to divide 2134 and also 2800 by 4 and check the divisibility. So, let's do the division. So, we have the years written here for the long division method. So, 2134 divided by 4. So, let's consider the first 2 digits. How many 4s will go in 21? We know 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, 4 fours are 16 and 4 fives are 20. So let's write 5 here. Now 5 fours or 4 fives are 20. Now let's do the subtraction. 1 here, bringing this 3 down. Now how many 4s will go in 13? We know 4 threes are 12. So let's write 3 here. 4 threes are 12. Doing the subtraction, we have 1 here. Bringing this 4 down, we have 14 here. Now how many 4s will go in 14? Again, 4 threes are 12. Doing the subtraction, we get 2 here. The normal digits to bring down and we have a remainder 2 here. So 2134 is not completely divisible by 4. So 2134 is not a leap year. Now let's check 2800. So first 2 digits are 2 and 8. So 28 divided by 4. How many 4s will go in 28? We know 7 4s are 28. So 2800 will be 4 times 700. So 4 times 700 will be 2800. So it's completely divisible by 4. So the year 2800 is a leap year. It will be a leap year. So I hope you understood this one. Now question number 6, convert into 24-hour clock time. Now the first question is 4:06 p.m. 4:06 p.m. means it's in the afternoon, after 12 o'clock in the noon. So after 12 o'clock in the 24-hour format, we count the hours as 13, 14, 15, 16 and so on. So what is 4:06 p.m. in the 24-hour format? How do you convert that? Just add the given time to 12 hours. So in the 24-hour format, this 12 hours means it is 12 in the noon. So 4:06 p.m. will be equal to 12 hours plus this 4:06 and that will be equal to 16:06. So 4:06 p.m. in the 24-hour format will be equal to 16:06 hours. Now what about the next question? So the next question, question B, is equal to 12:34 a.m. So in the 24-hour format, 12 in the midnight is written as 00:00 hours. So in the 24-hour format, 12 in the midnight means 00:00 hours. Hence, 12:34 in the midnight will be equal to 00:34 hours. So here 00 represents it's 12 in the midnight and this 34 represents it is 34 minutes past this 12 in the midnight. So 12:34 a.m. in the 24-hour format will be equal to 00:34 hours. Now question C, 10:55 p.m. So it is PM, it is night time, it is after 12 in the noon. So how do you change that to the 24-hour format? You have to add the given time to 12 hours. 12 hours means it is 12 in the noon. So that 12 hours plus the given time, that is 10:55. So it is equal to 5 and 2 here, 1 plus 1, 2. So 10:55 p.m. or 10:55 in the night is equal to 22:55 hours according to 24-hour format. So children, I hope you are clear with these questions. The rest 2 questions, question D and question E, you have to work out yourself. Now the next question, draw a timeline of any of your holiday trip. So you may have gone for holiday trips and you have to draw a timeline for that holiday trip. So what is a timeline? So when you arrange certain events in the order of their occurrence along a line, you call that a timeline. So for a holiday trip, what all events will take place? You'll plan on a date and the destination. And if it is a long journey or if it is a faraway destination, you might take a journey break in between at some place. and you have to decide at which all places you'll take a break and how long would you stay there. So just make a note of all these events and then use that note to draw a timeline. So this one you can draw in your notebook. Now question 8. Convert the following times into 12-hour clock time. So here the questions are given in the 24-hour format. You have to find the equivalent time in a 12-hour clock system. So the first question, 13:56 hours. So in the 24-hour format, we count the hours after 12 in the noon as 13, 14, 15 and so on. So 13 should mean it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon and it is 56 minutes past 1 o'clock. So it is 1:56 p.m. Now the second one, 9:20 hours. So 9:20 here means it is before noon and hence the time here is the time in the morning. So the second question, 9:20 hours will be equal to 9:20 a.m. Now question C, 22:10 hours. 22:10 means it is more than 12. So it means it's after 12 in the noon, which means the time given here is in PM. So 22:10 will be equal to how much in 12-hour clock system? You can just subtract 12 hours from this 22:10 hours to get the equivalent time in a 12-hour clock system. So that will be equal to here 0, here 1 and here 0, here 1. So this is equal to 10, 10 and since it is in the night time, you have to use PM here. So 22:10 will be equal to 10, 10 PM. Now let's see the next one. Question D, 18:40 hours. 18 is more than 12, which means it is in the afternoon or in the evening. And how do you change that 18 to a 12-hour clock system? Just subtract 12 hours from 1840 hours. So that will be equal to 1840 minus 12 hours. So that will give us here 0 minus 0, 0. Here 4, 8 minus 2 is 6 and here 0. And the time equivalent time here is 6:40 p.m. Now the next one, question E, 0016 hours. So 00 in the 24-hour system indicates 12 in the midnight. So it will be AM in the 12-hour clock system. So here the time is 12, then minutes 16 and it is in the midnight. So it will be 12:16 a.m. And the last one, question F, 11:30 hours, that you have to do yourself in your textbook itself. Now the next one, question number 9. Write the following dates in short form. So we have already learned how to write dates in short form using dots in between. And let's see the first one, 15 February 1777. So let's see how we can write that in short form. So 15 February can be written as 15, then a dot. February is the second month of the year. So you can write 02, then the year 1777. Now the second one, 24 May 1980. So that in short form will be written as 24 and May is the 5th month of the year. So it will be 24/05/1980. Now what is the third question? The third question is 30 August 2015. Now August is the 8th month of the year. So that in short form will be equal to 30/08/2015. Now the last question, 2 September 2012. That can be written as 02, then a dot. September is the 9th month of the year. So 09, then 2012. So I hope you are clear with all these questions we discussed today. So we have come to the end of this chapter. So I hope you are clear with all the concepts and the exercise we did in this chapter. So please go through all the concepts and the exercise once again. Then as a homework, you have to do a worksheet. This is in page number 162 of your textbook. So once you're done with that, you can take a picture and send us through Teams. So children, that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class with a new chapter. Till then, bye.